Well, it's the weekend here in Melbourne, and as regularly predicted, we have lost our little space cyber nerd again. I believe he dragged himself away from Chirag Joshi's new book, and was last seen setting up his Yagi antenna for a little weekend project. We are going to cross to Jan Eel, the host of our hugely popular new segment, In Space with Grok. Jan Eel, have you discovered what QR5 is up to?
Thanks, Naomi. You will remember a few months back QR5 ironed on the Cagnini mission patch to his space jacket that he proudly wears. So today in our segment, In Space with Grok, I thought we would take a look at the Cagnini Cube satellite mission and see if QR5 has managed to capture the flyover Melbourne earlier today. First, a few details about the mission. The objectives of Cagnini are as ambitious as they are practical. At its core, this is about harnessing space data to tackle real-world problems, especially sustainability and climate impacts. The hyperspectral imager will provide detailed imagery for research into crop health, helping farmers optimize yields, forestry, tracking tree cover and fuel loads, and water management, monitoring everything from river systems to coastal ecosystems. That data could revolutionize how we prepare for and respond to bushfires, floods, and droughts, issues that hit close to home for Australians. The satellite was launched in August 2024 from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, a premier launch site known for sending cutting-edge missions into the skies. Cagnini hitched a ride on SpaceX's Transporter 11 mission, a rideshare launch that carried 116 payloads into orbit aboard the trusty Falcon 9 rocket. Innover Technologies assembled Cagnini's 6U CubeSat frame. Think of it as a shoebox-sized marvel, measuring about 20 by 10 by 34 centimeters and weighing just 12 kilograms. It's now orbiting 500 kilometers above the Earth. We are about to find out if QR5 can find it with an antenna he built out of heat-shrink-covered balsa wood and 5 copper welding rods he bought from Bunnings. I have to say, Naomi, I'm skeptical, but QR5 is confident and did a test run Friday night. The Cagnini CubeSat didn't come together in a vacuum. It's the result of a powerhouse partnership led by the South Australian government, which invested a hefty $6.5 million to get this project off the ground, quite literally. At the helm of the mission is the SmartSat Cooperative Research Centre, or CRC, a research consortium based in Adelaide. Innover Technologies, an Adelaide-based aerospace company tasked with building the satellite itself, and Myriota, a global leader in Internet of Things connectivity, which brought its cutting-edge IoT expertise to the table. Together, this trio turned a vision into a reality, proving that South Australia's space sector is ready to compete on the world stage. The payloads are pretty amazing. First up is the HyperScout 2 hyperspectral imager supplied by Dutch company COSIGN. This compact camera is a game-changer, capturing Earth imagery across 45 spectral bands. The second payload comes from Myriota, an IoT space services device that turns Cagnini into a cosmic relay station. This little gadget connects sensors and devices on Earth's surface to the satellite, securely transferring data to the cloud and back to mission control. We should point out that QR5 has no official capacity in these missions but is energetically cheering them on and keen to measure the moisture content of the ground around his apple tree from space, even though his Yagi antenna is standing right next to that apple tree. But there is no fun in that, is there, Naomi? I think we have located him. Over to you, QR5.
Today we're doing a flyover of Cagnini, so the antenna, you can see it out there, is kind of out through the window somewhere out there. Anyway, we'll show you a photo of that in a bit in the edit. So yeah, I hope this goes well. Did pick it up Saturday night, I think, or Friday night, yeah, just about midnight. So this time will be a bit different because the CubeSat will be on the sunny side of the Earth when it comes through, not in the middle of the night. So I'm not sure if that changes the operation of the satellite a little bit, but when it's in the hot zone where it gets quite hot. So anyway, we're going to have a great time and we'll be back shortly. Well, currently we've got audio set up to pipe it out through the audio, so we'll just be looking at the beacon on the downstream link there, 400.5 megahertz, which is Cagnini's frequency, and here comes Cagnini. So it's going to go Melbourne about 78 degrees above the horizon, and that's going to be very exciting because it's quite high. Picked it up at 40 degrees above the horizon the other day, which was Of course, there are many good ways of tracking the satellites. We've got, this is the N2YO site, which will give us, so it's saying about 11:42 there. Look at this, we're picking up some signal. We'll be tuned in. So here we go, we have some signal, nice strong signal coming in from Kanini, right on the target frequency, FSK. We've got a bit of frequency shift keying going on there, and we've got the recording happening. Now, are we actually auto decoding on the fly? That's probably not working there, so I might not have got that config file set up quite correctly yet. So we'll leave that for another time, but we can do, look at this, nice big strong signal here. Look at that, wow. Excellent. So we're doing a record, but we've got to be careful with the record because it's already up to 600 megabytes of data. So we might just, for safety's sake, just stop that, and then we'll start another one, just so that we can, yeah, so we might just stop that and start another one, so that we can just have a secondary copy, just in case we screwed it up. Yeah, so we'll wait till that gets to about, oh, that's up to, oh, it's only 2 meg. 3 megabits, okay, yep. So look at this, beautiful signal. So today it's actually going to be 77 degrees above the overhead, reference to the horizon. So that is okay. And if we look here at our map, it's almost directly, that's as high. It's a bit to the west of us. So we'll just look at our antenna out here. Going here, it's probably a little bit past where the antenna is pointing at now, but it's coming back to, yeah, still picking up good signal, which is interesting. So heading out over Bass Strait now. Beautiful side of Kanini. Yeah, the antenna's kind of, yeah, pointing in the different direction now. Well, there you go. I've just raced outside and turned the antenna around because we did lose the signal there. So it shows my antennas, and you see the Doppler effect because it's going away from us. That signal is just a little bit off now as it's going away. So just rejig that down to, where are we? Yeah, we can still see the signal's quite strong there. We'll stop that because that file is, yeah, so there we go. So yeah, it's fading away now. You can still see a little bit of it there in the pattern, but she's gone. So out over, where are we now? Way past Tasmania. So so there you go. So that was the Kanini Pass today. It's the 30th of March, and we're very excited about that. Our antenna that we built ourselves is working quite nicely, and we've still got some tuning to do on our live decoding software, but we can work that out afterwards. And